So, dear viewers and dear learners, you must have been waiting for this session because the first part of this PYQ analysis was already done a week ago, and in the meantime, the due to a tight schedule, due to hectic schedule, I could not analyze the rest of the questions and could not come up in this platform. Now, you know, uh, I have come to give you the rest of the questions analysis with right answers and with the questions background literary age, the questions literary and theoretical perspective, and everything that you should know in respect to assistant master, assistant mistress exams in the subject of English. So get ready for this session PYQ. You are sure that this will be a very engaging one, a very enriching one for you. You will get so many new knowledge on history of English literature, on the question patterns, and the question related historical literary background of history of English literature. All right, and in this case, I would like to mention here that on your repeated queries and your repeated askings for opening an online batch, online batch, dedicated for WBPSC Assistant Master Mistress syllabus in the subject of English, I finally have opened. It is for good news to you that I have finally opened an online batch, for the committed, for the serious aspirants who are literally very serious, who are literally very committed to give the exams and to take the exam preparations, for the post of assistant master and assistant mistress. And in this case, you will get the overall, knowledge, the conceptual knowledge, as well as the factual knowledge, as well as the literary background knowledge of the texts, and of course the history of English literature that are prescribed in your syllabus for 9, 10, and 11, 12, of course. And in this case, I'd like to mention here that this, the paid batch that I have opened, a very erudite type of batch, and very committed aspirants from all over West Bengal have already joined. And if you had not joined, you must join it, by following the uh, requirements and by following the instructions given in my WhatsApp group. You should join, you must join the WhatsApp group, dedicatedly made for assistant master, assistant mystery. And I have given the link of this group in the description box, and I have also given the link, the earlier, PYQs videos links. So let's start here, and without making it lengthy, let's start with the rest of the questions. So the 31 question is about, foolish wisdom, open secret, and clearly misunderstood are examples of. You can see the questions in your screen, and you please match the questions and then match the answers here with carefully listen the analysis, the background historical literary analysis of the questions, in the perspective of the questions. So foolish wisdom, often sacred and clearly misunderstood. So you have in your syllabus rhetoric and prosody. So it is the question from rhetoric. So foolish wisdom. So two contradictory words are just opposed. So it is what? Oxymoron. When two contradictory words are just opposed, it is called oxymoron. Okay. Uh, Figure of contrast. Okay. 32. My sister is my guardian angel. Identify the figure of speech used. My sister is my guardian angel. So my sister careness is compared with the guardian angel. So it is the comparison is implicit, not explicit. So if implicit comparison is there, it is called metaphor. So metaphor. Okay. 33. So the other terms you should also know: metonymy, metalepsis, exaggeration. So metalepsis is a new one. So metalepsis is called the the term that is uh, attributed with to the adjective, that is called metalepsis. All right. Okay, this is a free gift. Which among the following is a figure of speech used here? So free gift, this is a free gift. So tautology, repetition of word, useless repetition. Free is enough for making sense of the sentence, but here also gift is added, so two word is conveying the same sense. So this is why it is tautology. B number, tautology. 34. What is the repetition of same word or phrase at the beginning of successive clause or verbs is called? So repetition of the same word at the beginning or successive, so it is called anaphora. Anaphora. So beginning, in the beginning of a same word or the successive clauses is called anaphora. 35. The repetition of the vowel sounds used in the figure of speech is called a vowel sound. If vowel sound is called, that is assonance. See, assonance. And if consonant sound is, then it is alliteration. All right. Okay. So 36. Which among the following is an example of antithesis? So all the questions are from figure of speech. So rhetoric is very important topic in respect to WBPSC competitive exams. In any forms. In assistant master, in assistant professor also. So which among the following is an example of antithesis? So humble, richly flaws, the beggar's ball. Man proposes, God disposes. This is the famous, classic example of antithesis. Man proposes, God disposes. Man proposes, God disposes. Okay, 37. So 37 is, and line the train with faces grimly gay. Grimly gay is an example of antithesis. Grimly gay, climax hyperbole. It should be oxymoron, but here not option. The oxymoron option is not given here. So hyperbole would not be there, grimly gay. Antithesis not, paradox, A number. Paradox is a combined form of both, both epigram and oxymoron, and antithesis also. So if no certain options of antithesis, oxymoron, and epigram would be there, and only paradox would be there, then you must opt for paradox. All right. Paradox is a broad term for all of these, and the other three are the narrow terms, particularly meaning for the particular situation or particular lines. All right. Okay. 38. Exobiology. Oh no. The trees scream at the naturalist. I don't know the figure of speech is used in this. So tree scream. So the tree can't scream, but the tree is personified. So in personification, the tree is attributed with life. So here, tree, it is personification. See. Okay. 39. So what is 39? Exobiology is the science of exobiology. Exobiology is the science of exobiology. So what? Life on other planets. Life on other planets. Now it is very common term. So life on other planets, it is a very, curious attempt for human beings to find life on other planets, and it is consistently coming up from the beginning of civilization. All right. A person refined and urban wit is often signified by the phrase caustic humor, attic salt. B number. It is very important. Attic salt. 41. Attic salt, sarcasm, not polyphonic, not polyphonic is often with music and musical tones. Sarcasm is opposite, refined and urban. Wit is called. So refined and urban without hurting. So it is, attic salt, refined and very urban type of talkings. This is attic salt. And caustic humor, sarcasm is, in this figures, a certain hurting to the target groups or target man is hinted behind the meanings. All right. So active salt. A person who buys or sell books, particularly one rare, is called bibliopole. Very important. Bibliopole. So bibliopole is one who collect rare books. All right. And bibliophile is the book collector generally, and bibliographer is in the bibliography in the last section of an article or of a thesis. So generally bibliography is put okay is put down. Many of the earliest into the West fought great disease. Many of the earliest immigrants, immigrants. So you should not conjure up with the terms immigrants and emigrants. So immigrants is called what? One who come to the other nation, and immigrants is called one who already come by living his own nation. Okay, all right. So intentionally come and forcefully come. This is the difference of immigrants and immigrants. What among the following is the nearest antonym of aperture? So aperture is a narrow passage. So it is antonym, it will be blockage. Blockage. 44. All right. What is the study of sacred codes called? Sacred code is cryptology. Now it is the fashion of cryptology, of cryptological works. Okay. The politician brought about a reconciliation between the brother. Brought about. Yes, of course, brought about. Yes. D number. About. It will be about, appropriate. Brought about. Ghota. Something to happen. Okay. Which of the following comes closest to the meaning of the word perfunctory? Perfunctory means interestless. You have been overladen with certain works without your prior consent, and you are doing the work disinterestedly, only following the instructions, not following your hearts. Okay, so this is called perfunctory. So it is disinterested. 46. Sorry, disinterested. 47. Okay, what is the meaning of rectitude? So rectitude is righteousness. See, righteousness, adhering to the moral thoughts. Okay. The idiom to carry a new castle means, it is very common idiom to carry a new castle. It is to do something ineffective. Nothing comes, nothing goes. Like waiting for Godot, ineffective, or the like myth of Sisyphus. So B number, to do something ineffective. Okay. Let the correct one word substitution for the phrase a new word coined or used by an author. It is very important. New word coined. If new word is coined by an author, then it is called neologism. Neologism. For new words coined by some author, that is called neologism. So you can find the new word invention of certain authors, like Dickens, like Thomas Hardy, like Hopkins. What is the antonym of modern? So antonym of modern is ancient. 51. The term comedy of Minas was termed by Harold Pinter. Comedy of Minas. His literary movement was known as Comedy of Minas. All right, Harold Pinter was the proponent of this. Okay. 52. Who wrote the portrait of the artist as a young dog, not a young man. So you should not confuse up the two terms, two most famous writings. So the portrait of the artist as a young dog is written by some modern writer, and the portrait of the artist as a young man, is none other than James Joyce. So it is Dylan Thomas. Yes, Dylan Thomas, most famous modernist. Dylan Thomas. Okay, Dylan Thomas is for noun for radio drama. Radio drama. That drama that should be, that are meant to be played or meant to be uttered uh, for the audience through radio. Okay, okay, Dylan Thomas. The symbolist movement in literature was written by symbolist movement in literature was written Arthur Simons, French, the French symbolist Arthur Simons. T.S. Eliot was much influenced by him. T.S. Eliot's modern thoughts and modern nuances are all borrowed to some extent from this symbolist movement writer. And Arthur, of course, Arthur Rimbaud, 54. Uh, who wrote the novel The Last Man? A very important one. Mary Shelley. Mary Shelley is famous for her science fiction novel Frankenstein, and The Last Man is also a science fiction one. Dystopian novel, or you can say, uh, set in the backdrop of modern civilization in future city life and in future civilization. Okay, whose three novels of D.S. Lawrence constitute a trilogy? So trilogy, it is very confusing one. Swan and Lover, Rainbow, Woman in Love will be the right, but Rainbow, Lady Chapters Lover, Woman in Love. So Swan and Lover, Lady Chapters in Love, Woman in Love, Rainbow, all are uh, conveying the theme of sexuality, of sinness, of you know of adultery. So these four will be the right one, but here three options is are given, and a trilogy of course consists with three texts. So it is A, Son and Lovers. A, Son and Lovers, Rainbow, and Woman in Love. Okay, 56. The structure of Marlowe's play, Dr. Faustus, is believed to be similar to Dr. Faustus is believed to be similar to what kind of his earliest, his predecessors, you know, his his imitational, model, what the earliest plays before uh, be in the pinnacle of blank verse plays. There were morality plays, mystery plays, interlude. Yes, and this is the Mallu Dr. Foster's is all about morality plays, following the model of morality plays, because some moral teachings are reflected through the characters of the play. Dr. Foster's, some moral teachings are there. You don't, you should not, you know, you should not go with the lies or with the greediness. So greedy is not good for human being. So your fall, your greedy would be your fall. All right, this is the moral message of this drama. So it is morality play, a number. 57. The structure of Marlowe's play to Archer. In Macbeth, what was the title given to Malcolm by Duncan, which denoted that Malcolm would be the next king? So it is Prince of Cumberland. Prince of Cumberland. So Prince of Cumberland is bestowed to one who would be in queue for the next king, and who would be declared for the next king on the throne. So this is the king. This is the Duke of Cumberland or Prince of Cumberland. Okay, by which phrase are the witches known in Macbeth? Wade sisters. 59. 59. In As You Like It, where does the deposed duke take shelter? So in the Forest of Arden, very common question. Forest of Arden. It is very famous, and the Forest of Arden is alluded in many of the following texts in the history and literature. Okay. What was the name of adopted by Celia when he went into disguise and As You Like It? So Celia was the daughter of the evil, the mischievous king, Ferdinand, all right, and disguised in Elenia, Elena, and her most bosom friend Rosalind was disguised in as a Ganymede. Okay, 61 as a male Ganymede. The full figure in As You Like It is Touchstone. So Touchstone used to be a companion of these two, Elenia and Ganymede, while going to the forest of Arden in order to find out Ganymede's banished father, the Duke Senior. Okay. Pride and Prejudice was not Jane Austen's first choice as the title on her novel. What was it? It was First Impressions. It was First Impressions. So A number, First Impressions. Okay. 60, now 63. In Pride and Prejudice, who does Charlotte Lucas marry? So Charlotte Lucas, the bosom friend of Elizabeth, married to William Collins, D. The distance, relatives of Bennet's family. Okay, what was the name of Fitzwilliam Darcy's sister in Pride and Prejudice? So Georgiana. Okay, 64. Georgiana. B number. 65. In Paradise Lost, Book 1, Jove is described as the son of Jove, means Jupiter. So Jupiter is described as the son of Saturn and Rhea. A number, Saturn and Rhea. So Rhea is believed to be the goddess of fertility and harvest. Okay, and Saturn, of course, GS. So all are related to god GS. Who is the Tuscan artist Milton mentions in Paradise Book 1? It is Galileo. D. Tuscan artist means those one who peeps through certain image or certain things through a machine. All right, Tuscan artist. So Milton generally refers his name. All right, Tuscan artist. Okay, and Galilei was the contemporary of John Milton, was a senior contemporary though. Okay, in the Rape of the Lock, who provided the two-ways weapons? Two-ways weapons means scissors. The scissor. So scissor was given to the Baron by Clarissa. Clarissa, 68. Clarissa. Okay. Which sylph was in charge of Belinda's watching the Momentilla? Very easy one. Momentilla. So, Crispessa, Momentilla, Zephyretta, and Crispessa for hairs, Momentilla for watch, Zephyretta for air, and eardrops. So, Momentilla, eardrops, Brillante. Okay. Alexander Pope adopted the idea of the sylphs from which system of belief? Rosicrucian philosophy. Rosicrucian. Rosicrucian philosophy. He borrowed the Rosicrucian philosophies and the names, the Ariel, the Sylph, the names, gnomes. Okay. What is the name of the village in which Raju finds himself post incarceration in the guide? Post incarceration. That means his post. Uh, it is one type of uh, embodiment, embodiment of his self. All right, embodiment in a new look. So it is uh, what it is. Mangal, Dinamar, Mangal village. And Bhelan, Bhelan is to live the innocent people, the rustic people. Okay, in the guide, what was the name was given to Rosie Nolini? A number, Nolini, the famous dancer. Okay, all right. In which the year did the Sadulans win the Sahitya Academy Award? Sadulans win the Sahitya Academy in 1990. C number 1990. Sahitya Academy, the most coveted award in respect to India's award winning method. Okay. What does the colors yellow, black, hectic symbolize? PB syllabus to those death, pestilence, strike, and multitude. So it is death. Spell black, yellow, black, hectic, red symbolize in baby cells to the worst wind. Proliferation, death, despair, pestilence. Pestilence, D. Pestilence. In if you go through with literal meaning, then it will be pestilence. And if you go through with internal meaning or the background meaning, then it will be death in broad sense. But in a literal sense, it will be pestilence. All right. So in BBC is praised to the worst wind to make him its musical instrument. Which instrument does he want to be? Lyre. Lyre. The very sacred instrument in the sense of Greek musical compositions on or Greek compositions in poetry, music, chorus. What is the meaning of the word duckling in the Port Keats, in John Keats' Ode to Nightingale? So in the dark, duckling, in the dark, dark. 76. Wycliffe's Bible translation were the chief inspiration behind Lollard movement. So Wycliffe was the main proponent of this movement, Lollard peasants movement. All right, no religious movement against the then corrupted church. All right, okay. The first print version of the Canterbury Tales was published in 1476. It was printed by. So this is a very very historical importance. The date is very they carries historical importance because it was the year when Caxton first invented the printing machine. So it is William Caxton, B number. William Caxton. After that, the printing of text were available. How many Dark Lady sonnet did William Shakespeare write? 20, 28, 40, 20. It was actually 26 because 127 to 152. So if we count 127 from 1 to 152, then it will be 26. But here 26 option is not given, 28. So the rest two also need to be counted. The sonnet number 53 and 54. So B number 28. 20. Though these, the 54, 53 and 54 sonnets are of in general observation of William Shakespeare, not about his male friend or his Dark Lady series. The Tragedies of Gurbudak was written by Sackville and Norton. So D number, Norton and Sackville. Norton and Sackville. First tragedy. First tragedy named Gurbudak. And the first comedy, you please write down in the comment section box what is the first comedy. Okay. Which English poet? No. All for Love, John Dryden was a retelling of Antony and Cleopatra. See number. Antony and Cleopatra. John Dryden retells the tale of Antony and Cleopatra through a new version, through a new, sense to the readers, and it was very successful. All for Love. Uh, All for Love. Which English poet is famous for his use of jugma? You should know this. Famous for jugma. The hinted indication with one verb. The movements and the vessel is past. So this is called jugma, indirect indication. So it is famous, the use of this figure uh, is generally made by Alexander Pope. Remember, Pope 82. Okay. Who wrote Hudibras? John Samuel Butler. The utopian, Samuel Butler. Utopian text, Hudibras. Okay. Who among the following considered to be one of the churchy and poets? So Thomas Gray, churchyard. Elegy written on the country, churchyard. This is a famous, graveyard poetry. And from this poem, he was named as church poets. Okay. When was the Lyrical Ballads first published? So Lyrical Ballads was first published 84. So Lyrical Ballads was first published. You can see here. Yes, you can see me. So Lyrical Ballads was first published in 1798 in number. Very, very common. 85. Okay. Which book starts with the line "Call me Ismail"? Moby Dick. Moby Dick by which writer? This is also a task for you. You should comment in the comment section box. Moby Dick by which? What kind of novel is Pamela or Virtue Rewarded? 86. Epistolary, a number. The first novel, The Rise of the Novel in 18th century. So by who? Richardson. And this is followed the model of letter writing novel, alright? Epistolary. Who created the poem in which you find Catherine the Great, Lady Pinchback, Lola, Don Juan, and the Sultan? It is Lord Byron. We know. Lord Byron. So Lord Byron, his Don Juan, is famous for depicting several countries' name, several countries' sultan, and traveling to several, nations. Okay, Don Juan. Who wrote the poem "I Stood Tiptoe Upon a Little Hill"? It is very famous, limerick, and this poem generally prescribed for the children books, and it is John Keats. John Keats, 89. Which was the first novel by Charles Dickens to be published serially? So first was Pickwick Papers. It is very important. Pickwick Papers. So first novel that was published through series in newspapers. All right, in newspapers. This is Pickwick Papers. all right, through series 1, series 2, series 3, series 4, this way. And by this way, he had earned his livelihood. Okay. The fictional county of Wessex was created by Thomas Hardy. See number. Thomas Hardy. Wessex. Like the lake poets. Alright? Okay. Like the Yaknapathawa. Yaknapathawa region is invented by whom? By famous American writer Yaknapathawa. Yaknapathawa region begins with F. These are also a task for you. You should answer this question. Yaknapathawa region. Yaknapathawa. Thawa region. Okay, 91. Who wrote Peter Pan? J.M. Barrie. J.M. Barrie, the modernist playwright. Okay, novelist. Who wrote The Last Days of Pompeii? Edward Bulwer Lytton. Edward Bulwer Lytton, famous writer. Okay, The Last Days of Pompeii, historical writer. Okay, who described the English sport of fox hunting as the unsociable in pursuit of uneatable. It is very, sarcastic line, and it is said by Oscar Wilde. Observing the contemporary English traditions and English hobbies. So it is Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde is famous, writer, very famous writer, playwright, poet, novelist, essayist. Who wrote the play The Dark Lady of the Sonnets? So The Dark Lady of the Sonnets is written by G.B. Shaw. So G.B. Shaw is the man who has written this comedy type of play, and it is a social message. His play is also always, a propaganda type of play, and through his play, he wants to convey something new to the society. So this is also a part of this campaign. Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats is based on the work of which author? It is T.S. Eliot. So 80, 95, 82 not, 92, 93, 94, 95. He's a, musical composist, Andrew Lloyd Webber, and his Cats is, you know, is based on the writing of Old Possum and the Cats by T.S. Eliot. Alright, and T.S. Eliot pen name is Old Possum. Alright, 96. So 96 is what is the name of the protagonist of the portrait of the artist as a young man? Okay, the portrait of the artist as a young dog. We have already done it, written by Dylan Thomas. Now the portrait of the artist as a young man, and the protagonist is Stephen Dedalus. Here one option is given, Stephen Hero. So the portrait of the artist as a young man, the alternative title of the a novel is Stephen Hero. Alright. If the question comes that what is the alternative title of this novel, and it is Stephen Hero. Who coined the term stream of consciousness? So it is first coined by William James. And the term is expanded in practical way by Virginia Woolf, James Joyce, Marcel Proust, etc. Alan Silito, the loneliness of the long distance runner is considered to be a part of angry young movement. B number. B number. Angry young movement. AYM. 99. So, which fictional school has a room of requirements, a chamber, secrets, and a forbidden forest nearby? So, it is, a practice by certain, you know, uh, practitioner of magic, of dark reality, dark things, that is Hogwarts cinema. It is a school, one who chose to be a magician, who chose to be in practice with wizardry, then he or she should admit in this school. All right, Hogwarts. Which of these following novel does not have any magic realism element in it? So, Midnight Children, Salman Rushdie, the unbeatable, bearable lighting of being, lightness of being. It is also, carries the theme of magic realism. Chocolate, not. Chocolate is not. Cakes and Ale by Somerset Maugham also bears the theme magic realism, not chocolate. So, chocolate. Okay, these are the rest of the questions that I have tried my level best to give you the proper answers to the explanations. Hope you hope this will help you a lot in your preparation for assistant master and assistant mistress. And if you want to prepare with in-depth knowledge and with dedication, then you must join my batch, my online paid batch that I used to provide for the benefit of the assistant master mistress and for the other English oriented competitive exams, that is like BRB state, like NBS, KVS. And if you take preparation for these exams, SLST English, WBSSC or MSc SLST English preparation will automatically get done. So you, without wasting any time, you please enroll yourself within this month. Of course, I would say within this March, because I will close the window of getting admission very soon. So see you at the online batch and stick to your preparation. Your preparation will be fruitful to you in one day. Thank you.